morning, guys. I apologize. I've been a horrible vlogger. I haven't put up a video for at least 2 weeks now. Things have just been really crazy over here. I have still been working out. I've even picked up a little bit of a running training thing that I'm doing for the next 10 weeks. I've had some ideas of hey, I want to make this video for you guys. I want to make that video. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. So today I'm going to do a TRX workout. I'm going to do it outdoors because it's really nice out. For those of you who don't know what a TRX is, it's a strap that you can use for resistance, and you can hook it to a door or something high up like the monkey bars or something like that. And TRX stands for Total Body Resistance Exercises. So it basically is training that it's for your whole body, and basic things that you might normally do, like push-ups or mountain climbers, planks, different things like that. It will kind of take it to the next level. Those are already great core exercises, but now you're doing them with your feet off the floor, so you're engaging your core a little bit more, and plus it gives a little bit more resistance to your body. So it's a fun workout. It's challenging. The strap isn't too much either. I got mine at Walmart. It's a Gold's Gym one, and I think I paid $15. So it's really not bad at all. It's one of those things, like I said, you can use it in the door jamb in your house, or you can take it out, to the park or wherever and hook it up outside. Today I'm actually going to hook it up off my neighbor's deck, so hey. And yeah, so I'm going to drink my smoothie and just kind of relax for a couple minutes, and then we'll head over there and get started. The moment when you're still kind of tired and you forget that you put on eye makeup and you rub your eyes.
I keep swinging for the fences. It's like this heart is defenseless against the passion that's pumping through my veins. Blood, sweat, tears, it's a calling. And if I can't walk, then I'm crawling. It might flicker, but they can't kill the flame. I can't stop, I can't quit. It's in my heart, it's on my lips. I can't stop, no, I can't quit. It's in my heart, yeah, I'm on it. Till the wheels fall off, till the spotlight fades, I will lift your banner high. I will lift your banner high. Until the walls crash in.
Alright, so this portion of the video we're going to get a little nerdy on you, and we're going to talk some science stuff. My friend Tori had requested this video, and she actually just completed her first Spartan the other day, so I'm really proud of you, Tori. She had asked me to kind of explain the basics of macros and calories and what are they, and just kind of give you a rundown of that for people who may not know. So basically, calories is how much energy is in a food. for my example, I'm just going to use this Garden of Life raw organic meal, which is just what I've been using like as a protein shake. You can also use it as a meal replacement. And in this one, it has 120 calories. So that's how much energy it's going to give my body, is 120 calories worth. So it's just how you measure it. But inside of foods, there are what is called a macronutrient and a micronutrient. Micronutrients are the smaller parts of the food, which would be your vitamins and nutrients. They don't give you any real like energy that can be counted, but it's more like for what your body needs, the vitamins and things like that. But the parts that you can count are the bigger ones, which are called the macro. So micro is small, macro is larger. So your macros would be your fats, it would be your carbohydrates, and it would be your proteins. And sometimes they also include alcohol, but we don't really need that one today, so we're not even going to talk about that. So we're going to stick to the three main ones, which are the fats, the carbs, and the protein. So we'll start with protein. Well, first of all, let me tell you what they're each worth. So I don't have a whiteboard with me today, so kind of made my own little papers. So 1 gram of protein is worth 4 calories, and 1 gram of carbohydrates is also worth 4 calories. 1 gram of fat would be equal to 9 calories. So sometimes you might hear the 449, which that's all it means. It's just 4 calories for both the protein and the carbohydrates, and 9 calories for fat. So proteins are basically amino acids, and there are different profiles of them. They're all different ones, and they come together. We have some foods might be a complete protein, which means that your body can use it the way it is, like a lot of meat and dairy, things like that can be are complete. So your body can absorb them and use them the right ways. Then there are other ones that can be incomplete, like certain grains, beans, lentils I think might be, but beans and stuff, they're not a complete protein. But if you put them together, for instance, if you make rice and beans and you have 2 incomplete proteins, it makes it a full complete protein. So basically the job of protein, think of it like little repair guys. Like you go in and you're working out and you rip your muscles, and what the protein does is it repairs it. It takes care of your muscles, it takes care of your skin, it takes care of your hair, things like that. So that is what protein's for. That's why a lot of people that work out a lot, especially people that lift, bodybuilders and stuff, they talk a lot about protein. Now everybody needs protein, but you need even more so when you're trying to build muscle, because when you're breaking down the muscle constantly, you need that protein to repair it and to build back up. So that's the job of the protein. Carbohydrates are hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. Basically what they do is they give your body energy. And so yeah, and there's different kinds. There is simple ones, so like an obvious one that most people know is like sugar. Sugar is a simple carb, which means it doesn't take much for your body to break it down, and it absorbs it very quickly, and that's why a lot of times it can cause weight gain if you're eating too much of it. Whereas a complex carb means just that it's harder for your body to break it down. There's more of those carbon molecules that are bonded together. So like things like rice, grain, quinoa, things like that would be a complex, whereas something like sugar is a simple carb. Fats are mostly like glycerol and fatty acids. It has very like important roles in your body as well, including it helps to absorb vitamins. It helps with hormone regulation, and fat can also be used as energy as well. So both carbs and fat are energy sources. So to explain how to find out how much each of them goes towards your calories, we are going to go over this one. For this one, for the Garden of Eden, Garden of Life, the raw organic meal, this is the macros for it. So protein has 20 grams. So if we times that by the 4, because each of these grams is worth 4 calories, we're going to come up with 80 calories. For the carbohydrates, there are 8 grams in here. Each of these are also worth 4, so we have 32 calories. And the fats, there's 1.5, so 1.5 grams. They're each worth 9, so we have about 13.5 calories. And then when you add them all together, it gives you your total amount of the food, which this I think came to 120. So, right, 80, 90, 110, 120, it's a little over 120, I'm not sure why, but that's how you find it. So, alright, so that's what it is. Another thing that I wanted to explain that a lot of people don't know is for those of you who are counting carbs and you're trying to stay within a certain amount. In this one, there are 8 grams of carbohydrates. 6 of them are fiber. Fiber in our bodies is not absorbed. It just kind of passes through our digestive tract. So it's not a carbohydrate that is absorbed and used for energy. So you would take the 8 total carbs and you would subtract the 6 grams of fiber, and your net carbs is 2. So if you were counting calories, I'm sorry, not calories, carbs, this right here, you would count it as 2 carbs, not 8. So that's another little thing too for those of you who are counting carbs. So you know, you want to look for foods that have fiber in them as well, because it helps your food to break down and pass through and all that stuff. A lot of like processed carbs don't have any fiber. They're very high in carbs and, you know, nothing to help them move along. So calories, you need a certain amount per day. Everybody's threshold is different. Most people are between 2,000 and 2,500 at maintenance, which means if you eat those same calories every single day, you're going to stay the same weight. So if you wanted to lose weight, you'd have to create a deficit, which means you'd have to have a little bit less. So then your body would still need those calories that you weren't taking. So it would take the stored fat that it had and it would use that as energy, and that's how you would have a loss. Just like if you wanted to gain, what you do is you take your maintenance level and you'd eat a few hundred extra calories, and then over time you would gain. Anytime you eat more calories than your body needs, it is stored as fat. That is what fat is. It's not so much protein or carbs or fat that makes you fat. Really, any of them can make you fat. And anything over your caloric intake that you need for the day, especially if you repeat it over time, it becomes stored fat. So like anything your body can't use, it doesn't just say, okay, we don't need this, send it out. No, it says, all right, we might need this later, let's tuck it away. And that's where all the fat comes in. So you want to try to stay at least maintenance. If you're trying to lose and you want to be under that, like I said, if you're trying to gain, then you're going to want to eat a little bit more. Everybody, like I said, their calories are different. So I don't want to really give you numbers because it goes by, you know, whether you're a guy or a girl, you know, your height, your weight, your activity level, are you working out on top of that, what kind of workouts are you doing, things like that. So those are all things to take into consideration. And so I'm going to leave below a macro counter, so then that way you can kind of check yours out on your own, and MyFitnessPal is also great. So there you go. And if this video is helpful to you, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in future ones.